Go.
Okay. Our mission, Helping Parents Heal, is a nonprofit organization dedicated to assisting bereaved parents. Through support and resources offered, we aspire to help individuals become shining light parents, meaning a shift from a state of emotional heaviness to one of hopefulness and greater peace of mind. Helping Parents Heal goes a step beyond other groups by allowing the open discussion of spiritual experiences and afterlife evidence in a non dogmatic way. Helping Parents Heal affiliate groups welcome everyone, regardless of religious or non religious background, and encourage open dialogue. Attendance at all Helping Parents Heal meetings is voluntary. All discussions that take place at affiliate led meetings are confidential. We hope that participants will learn from and share with each other. Zoom meetings run by leadership are not confidential. These meetings typically feature guest presenters and are posted on YouTube so that affiliate members worldwide can watch and benefit. Neither type of Helping Parents Heal meeting is designed to replace traditional therapy or spiritual counseling. Helping Parents Heal offers a wide variety of speakers, allowing parents to learn about many possible ways to heal. This includes presenters covering progressive topics such as afterlife evidence and connecting with our children who have passed. The views expressed by our guest speakers may or may not reflect the opinions of Helping Parents Heal leaders and members, so we ask that you take from their presentations whatever may benefit you personally. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Jennifer. It's so great to be with everyone this evening.
Yes, it's wonderful to have Jennifer here. It's so exciting to see all these smiling faces as well, since we haven't had an in-person Zoom meeting, not an in-person Zoom meeting, a Zoom meeting in a couple weeks. So welcome, and please feel free to put who you are, where you're from. If you're a caring listener, an affiliate leader, or a board member, in the chat box so that we can recognize you. I'm going to go ahead and read Jennifer's very short bio. She is such a huge asset to Helping Parents Heal, and also a beautiful person in general. As an evidential medium, Jennifer Brazier's work and life purpose is to reconnect people with loved ones who are no longer physically present through an energetic connection of their soul to her soul to the recipient soul. Imagine a game of telephone where one person tells a story or offers a word to another person. That person then tells it to another, and then it continues to be shared with the next person. This is like the relaying of information Jennifer receives through mediumship. Loving spirits from the other side communicate energetically with Jennifer through her various senses. Jennifer has learned how to interpret energy through her senses of hearing, smelling, tasting, knowing, feeling, and seeing, all within her. She is then able to verbalize those messages and share them in her sessions. Jennifer's messages offer specific, verifiable details to validate our loved ones are still with us. Her intention is that these messages bring hope, healing, and happiness, along with clarity in one's life. She hopes that this amazing, intimate contact brings comfort and confirmation to anyone who wants validation. We do not die, and love never dies. Her website is www.jenniferbrazier.com. I'll put that in the chat box. And without further ado, please join me and Irene in welcoming beautiful Jennifer Brazier. Welcome, Jennifer.
Hello. Oh, wow, Elizabeth. I don't know if I can live up to all those kind words. You and Irene are so special to me, and I know that everybody out there feels the same way that I do. So I just really appreciate the opportunity to be here with all of you today. And you know what? So my name's Jennifer Brazier. I do become very animated. I talk quickly. So as we start here, I would love, and I don't want people to raise their hands, but if you could just put in the chat box that this is your very first time sitting with the medium. And so even though we're not sitting across from each other, that you're on the screen. And it just allows someone like myself and also your kids in the spirit world to kind of gather around you. And when I say gather around, you may even sense that there are feelings within the room or the building that you're in, and these are loving. It is never scary. It isn't going to make you want to run or scream or hide. But so as an evidential medium, what that means, and I'm going to be very brief about this, you guys, because I am being pushed to do readings for the majority of the time that we're together today. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time jabbering with you guys. So as an evidential medium, that means that I bring details or facts or evidence about your loved one, your children, your child, and it could be their name, it could be a date, it could be specific information about their personality, about how they left. So that's what evidential is. And sometimes you hear mental medium, it's the same, it basically is the same thing because we're receiving our information mentally within our minds. So as Elizabeth shared, all of my senses become alive in a sense that I can feel, see, touch, smell on a very heightened level, but it's all within me. I do, if you ever sit with me in person or you watch me live, other than you're watching me live now, but in person is that I flush really easy. I may start sweating and all that. It's part of the deal. And I love doing this work. I love it because I have zero control over it. There isn't a script that I have to read. I just get to be a voice for your children, for those that their voice is not heard or is able to be heard, if I want to say, as we are all used to. But the biggest piece of all of this is I hope that each one of you just sit back and enjoy, just relax. If you've got people that need your attention, you know, big people, little people, animals, this time is for you. This is a very, I'm going to use the word sacred time that you get to think about your child or your children and to really focus on drawing them close to you within your mind, within, coming so close that you can feel their hands, their fingers, the weight of their physical body next to you. So I just want you all to just take a deep breath. And as you take a deep breath, just allow your physical body just to relax. This is going to be one of those times that someone's going to tell you it's all right to slouch. Just let your shoulders just fall. And as you do that, allow your body just to get comfortable. And as you do that, I want you to think about your child, about your children, about your loved ones in the spirit world, and invite them. Sometimes when we beg them or we tell them we need them, they sometimes stand to the side because they know that this may be a time in your life in the physical world that you're learning. So within your mind, just say, I'm here. I love you. I can't wait to hear from you. So for all of you that are able to understand the information that I start to share, I'm going to probably give about 5 to 7, 8 bits of information about who is coming forward. And if you are able to understand the information and take all of the information, I want you to go to your chat box. And if you've never used your chat box before, it's at the bottom of your screen. And you are just going to click on that and you will use your keyboard to type, or if you're on a phone or whatever technology you have. So we're going to be communicating through the chat room. And then either Elizabeth or Irene will be, I'm going to use the word vetting you, bringing you forward. As soon as I hear your voice, I pretty much can let you know, or I get a sense or a feeling that you're being reunited. So it's so important that I hear your voice. And so I may ask you your name to repeat it. I may have you repeat the evidence back to me. And it's just for you guys to know as a medium is that the more that we can hear your voice, it's that energy pull that we get to be pushed. And when we get that push, it allows that connection with your loved one to get stronger with us. And I know, because I've been on the receiving side of this, is sometimes when we hear information, we get startled or we're like, I can't believe this is real. Is this really them? Is this really, really real? If you find that happening to yourself, just take a deep breath. We all tend to hold our breath. And if you find yourself doing that, please just release the air. And as you do that, you'll start to ground a little bit. So I know there's probably a lot of questions out there about mediumship or about the afterlife. And I welcome you all. You can reach out to me. Elizabeth shared my website. It's my name, jenniferbrazier.com. There's no question that's crazy. There is nothing that's out of bounds or that you shouldn't have a place that you feel comfortable talking about. If I don't know the answer, I'll make sure that there's a resource that we can gather for you guys, okay? Maybe a book, it could be, who knows what it is, but feel free to reach out. So I'm going to repeat this piece, is that if you are unable to understand the bits of information, I want you to write into the chat room. And then at that point, either Elizabeth or Irene will come to you. And at that point, we'll get to see you. If I give a name, let's just say that I'm hearing the name Carol. And I also know that I'm hearing the name Julie, Julia, Julian. And I start giving more information. You're like, well, I know somebody named Julie. And I also know somebody named Julian. And I know a Carol. Please, those that are coming forward are on the other side. Now, they may give your name or give a family member's name or an animal's name. That happens quite a bit with my readings, is that they love to mention their animals because, oh my gosh, they're still so attached to them. So I think I'm ready to go here. I'm going to give it a little mini disclaimer here. I just got over a head cold, sore throat thing. So if I'm coughing or drinking water, please, I apologize in advance if I've got to take a moment there. But I know I'm ready to go. So, and you may see mediums, we like to rub our hands together. I used to work with somebody that he liked to put his hands in the air like this. We're not levitating. We're not trying to get out of our seat. I think what we're doing, you guys, is I think we're just kind of getting our energy. We're moving ourself outside of kind of our mind. And so I do know that, as I was mentioning names, I do know that I'm hearing the name Cindy. It could be Cynthia, Cindy, Cynthia. I do know that this girl is in the spirit world. She is coming forward to talk to her mother. I know that mom is here today, mom or grandma, or we got mom and grandma together. But Cynthia is letting me know there's the first thing I'm getting to see her. So I can tell you that when she is younger, and she's not letting me know how old she passes, but I can tell you when she's younger, she's petite. And when I say petite, like smaller for her size, and I'm also feeling that there were some sicknesses when she was probably in the first 2 years of her life, that there were quite a bit of like doctor's appointments or trying to figure out what was going on with her. She's also bringing me to her face. So I'm talking about her sinuses or her head. So I know that is important with Cynthia. Cindy, she's like, Cynthia's her grown-up name, she's telling me. And I think her big girl name. Cindy is what she is going to be called. So I also know that Cindy has a brother. And I got to tell you, I feel like I've got two brothers. There's two siblings, and one is a biological brother. The other one may be a half brother or a step brother or a foster brother, but I know that there are two boys that she's talking about. There is a funny story, or there is some sort of memory that has to do with peanut butter. Now, I can kind of pull that one apart a little bit here, but I'm going to stop for a second. And I'm just going to ask, is anybody taking any of this information out there, Elizabeth or Irene?
Michelle, who's saying that it could be Sydney, it's resonating with her, but with Sydney. Does that sound like that could be correct?
Sydney, you know what, that could be, and I'd love to talk with her for a second, because I'm curious if Sydney didn't have a little bit of a lisp or I've got this little girl's energy just going with me right now. So yes, I'd love to talk with
Okay.
her mom.
Okay, so
Hi, Michelle.
I'm
Michelle?
here, and you
Oh.
had everything till the brother part came up.
oh,
Hi, Michelle. So you understand the majority of it except for the brothers, is that what you said?
Correct.
And so does she, just so that I understand, she doesn't have, because she's giving me 2 siblings. And
Yes,
so they are,
sister.
she has 1 sister.
Yes.
So she keeps talking about the 2. So I can't walk away from that. That doesn't mean I'm not going to make you leave me at this point. I
Okay.
just want to tell you that she's talking about the 2. I can be wrong. I can misunderstand. So with little Sydney here, and do you understand the petiteness? Do you
Oh,
understand?
yes. Yes.
And also I am in a place right now. She's advancing me up in her age here. And I have to tell you, I feel almost hyper. My fingers are wanting to move. Was she also involved in music? Just yes or no?
She was a dancer.
Okay, because I have got, okay. And that's why she's bringing me down to her legs. So also, I have to tell you with Sydney, is she's got a very nice figure. And that I just want to just say that is that she works on this. She is proud of the way she looks. She's bringing me to her right knee. And I want to go to my right knee and I want to go up just maybe an inch or 2. Would you understand a scar or some sort of, I'm going to say a scar, something that she had going on with that, her part of her leg?
I think there was a birthmark there.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
So I know, and what she's doing here, she's trying to give me something unique. She's also bringing me to the month of November. Is November prevalent for her or for you? And this would be an anniversary. This could be a birthday. It could be a passing. November.
We have
November.
a trip planned, but other than that,
No, I
Um,
feel like she's bringing me to November and I want to go to, let me kind of figure this out just a little bit with you. She's bringing me to like the 26th of November, and then she's jumping me a couple days. And so I feel like there's like, it could be a long weekend, like there's multiple people that are having birthdays or there's multiple celebrations. I also know that that's Thanksgiving. And
Yep.
she's also talking about the fact about the food. The food. And no disregard to the holiday itself, but she says, oh, it was all about the food. It was all about this. I want to, even though you're not understanding November right now, I just want you to take a mental note on November.
Okay.
And also, again, she's saying the 26th of November. And then I'm going to the 28th, 26, 27, 28. If this is making no sense to you, Michelle, I just want you to remember the dates that possibly coming up into this November, there's going to be something special that's going to take place. This
Okay.
is a positive thing.
Yeah.
So also, she's bringing me to my right ear, my right earring. And so are you wearing her earrings or do you, okay, hold on here. Do you, right, she's one earring and it's the right ear.
I have a double piercing in that one ear.
And are you wearing one of her earrings in your ears today?
Not at this time, but sometimes I do.
Okay, that may be it, but she's just like, she doesn't want to sit still. She's on to something else here.
That's her.
Oh, she's bringing me to the state of New York. Do you understand New York involved with Sydney or yourself?
We love to go to the Broadway shows.
So she would go to the Broadway shows or you like to go to the Broadway shows?
All of us.
Okay,
We did
because,
trips there.
oh, wow. So I just want to push this out to you, Michelle. It'll be up to you to make this decision, but wouldn't it be absolutely amazing and thrilling to honor her to go to a show over those days in November? And if you do that, you need to make sure that I'm one of the first people that know what show you go to. Oh, I've got goosebumps. So I got to tell you.
She always said that when the show 6 came over from London to Broadway, she wanted to go see that. So that's kind of on her plans, but we're actually going to be at Disney those dates in November.
Okay.
So, but yes, before the summer's over, we're going to try to get up and see 6.
Wonderful. Also, she doesn't want me to talk too much about the passing.
Okay.
And she says that I don't want to spend my time talking about that and your mother, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And is grandma in your house, or she keeps referring to grandma?
The one that's passed or the one that's still here?
That was a great question because she keeps talking about grandma. I do know that the person she's talking about is passed, and I know that this person that passed had something that was going on with their lungs that took them.
Mm-hmm.
And please just know that they have been reunited, that they are together, that even they're sharing what I'm going to call air quotes of their holidays. And the holidays is when they get to see you smile again and laugh and to have enjoyment in your life.
Very cool.
I also want to kind of push this with you because she's showing me seashells.
Yeah.
I'm seeing oh my gosh, those stars that are in the water, sea stars.
Yeah.
I see a sea star. I see, so did she collect the seashells, or are you the collector of them? And do you still have them? And are they in a glass in a bathroom?
Yes.
So she is, oh, it's funny because she says, Mom, I would really, it's like she's telling you how to do something here. It's like she wants you to take the shells out and put them into a glass that has sand in them, kind of to make your own little like ocean. She says,
Okay.
because if I can't get you to the water, Mom, if I can't get you to the ocean, I'm going to bring it to you. So I know that there is a very special connection that you have with your daughter regarding water.
Yeah.
Seashells. Wow. She also just said the word pumpkin. And I do believe, I could be wrong here, but I do believe somebody called her that, like Daddy called her that, or you called her that, but I feel like there's that was like a name that someone called her. Does that make sense, Michelle?
I don't recall that one particularly, but
Okay.
it could easily be. But we were talking about pumpkin plants today.
What I'm seeing is a little tiny girl, and somebody comes up behind her and kind of touches her on her bottom. And this is a little girl, like maybe we're going out for a Halloween or whatever, and they call her Pumpkin. Did she ever dress up like a pumpkin? Would you have pictures of her in a pumpkin outfit? Because she keeps showing me her backside. And this is a happy memory. This is like, I'm dressing up. And I know that she would have enjoyed dressing up even as she got older.
Yep, absolutely.
And she has this, and you'll have to kind of maybe tone me down a bit on this one, but did she kind of like overdo her makeup?
Oh yeah, it was dramatic.
Yeah, dramatic. Excellent word. Excellent word. Please know that she's here today. And she says, Mom, I want you to know how proud I am of you finally taking a step forward. Now, I want to elaborate a little bit on that. So I know, Michelle, that you had to have made a decision to either leave a job, leave a position, kind of maybe not work so many hours, or something about she wants you to know, thank goodness you're finally taking care of yourself, getting a balance in your life. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And lastly, are you in the dental field or medical field?
I'm a teacher.
You're a teacher. I didn't get teacher here. I am getting the fact of medical or dental. So, are you going to the dentist, the doctor? Is there any, because she's showing me these outfits and she's letting me know they're horrific looking what they're wearing. And she is very funny.
Yes.
So even if you're not on your way to the dentist, or you didn't just come from the dentist or a doctor's appointment, she says, Mom, be aware of what they're wearing. Cause you know, I would have just like, oh, she's funny. She's like, oh, it's just, it's just like, oh, I feel horrible about this.
Yeah,
Oh, she's
I was at
hilarious.
the dentist last week, but I think what she meant by balance is I've been going to started going to the chiropractor, and
Oh,
just
okay.
to get things back together. So it could be a combination of both of those.
Well, wonderful. And as I say thank you to you, I want you to pay attention to your chiropractor or whoever is letting you into the office about what they're wearing, because she's still like, Mom. Oh,
Okay,
oh my goodness.
I will do
Oh,
that.
Michelle, thank you so much. Thank you.
so
Thank you. Please
much.
take her
Thank
love, and please know that she is a vibrant. You have got a daughter that is a superstar on the other side. As she leaves me right now, I have to let you know she's doing cartwheels. Did a cartwheel and then like a flip. And I'm like, oh girl, you gymnastics too. So wow.
Very
Wow.
cool.
Yeah, last thing here, did she have a baton she threw in the air? Did she ever have the baton? Because she was throwing something in the air and catching it.
I think she liked playing with them. Yeah, out in the
Yeah.
yard.
Yeah, I just feel like she's twirling and throwing things. And it's as she is walking away from me. But this is not like she's turning her back on you, Mom. She's saying, I love you. I love you so much.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely, Michelle.
Today's my
Thank you.
birthday, and that made my day.
Oh,
Oh, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Michelle. Thank
you.
you. You made my day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
oh,
how beautiful.
oh,
Oh,
happy birthday, Michelle. How
Thank
exciting.
you.
oh,
So
that's
that was amazing. I'm going to go ahead and take the spotlight off. And Michelle, if you would like to send in a validation story for the next newsletter, please do so. And great job, Jennifer.
thank you, Sydney.
Since
Whoops. If I had a baton right now, I'd throw it in the air and catch it. I feel like I want to march a little bit here. So I'm hearing the name Dolores, and then I'm hearing D. Dolores. I feel like I got to stick with Dolores. And I feel like Dolores is somebody that is here. So as I kind of shift here, I have to tell you that with the name Dolores, I've got two different people coming in at the same time. And I know that they are here for Dolores.
Oh,
Wow. So
is
is there just, I'm gonna make this one so quick. Is there a Dolores out there? And Dolores, and if there isn't a Dolores, I'm hearing D.
it's probably Doris, and she has two people in spirit. So Irene, do you see her in the waiting room by any chance, or in the
No, I don't.
shoot.
She's not in the meeting.
Okay, darn it.
And what's her name? D?
Her name is Doris.
Oh, Doris. Okay. So I'm just going to say something very quick here, because I know that I've got two people that are coming in for her. And even if she's not here today, you guys, maybe she will have the opportunity to either watch this recording and just know. And we're talking about celebrations here. So I know we just had Michelle's birthday, or today is her birthday, but I also have something is going on also with Dolores. So, oh, wow. What I'm going to do here, just for the sake, since Dolores isn't here and I want to be able to narrow it down so that I'm not all over the place, is that Elizabeth, if you know who this Dolores is, if you can either share with her that I'd like to speak with her, or if you can give me her name, I'll reach out to her one-on-one, and that way we can
Elizabeth, also Dolores Salazar Cruz is not on, but I know she just posted that it was her husband's birthday, I think yesterday.
Oh, well, that's
wow.
another thought. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
that's
and also, does she have two in the spirit world?
Dolores has just one son, I believe, but maybe Lisa knows more than I do. Let's see.
Yeah, if anybody could chime in and let us know a little bit more about the Doloreses, that would be wonderful.
Oh, it's today is Dolores's husband's birthday, Lisa's.
Okay.
Oh, that's we'll take today, because it's Michelle's birthday too.
Let me try calling. I'm going to mute myself and try calling.
So maybe we can go on.
Well, while we're on the hunt for the Doloreses, I'm going to go ahead and I have a young man with me at this time, and I know his name is either Kevin or Keith. Kevin, I'm pretty sure it's Kevin. wow. So this is somebody that has a son by the name of Kevin that's in the spirit world. And I do know that as Kevin comes forward, I have to tell you that I feel like I am younger, younger when I pass. And when I say that, you guys, I feel like, gosh, he's kind of shy as he's coming towards me. It's like there's other kids that are trying to tell him, go, 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 you gotta go, you gotta go. And it's literally like it's got his hands in front of him and his shoulders up to his ears, and he's kind of marching towards me. And I'm letting him know, don't be scared. That's all right. Again, I want to give the name of Keith or Kevin, and I'm hearing the name Kev. It's like he's shortening it a little bit for me. I also am aware of, he's starting to open up a little bit here because he wants to talk about his animals. So I know that he has got a dog with him in the spirit world, but he also I know that there are new animals in the household since he left. Is there any, I'm going to stop for a second.
Oh my gosh, this is another, I think it's Susan in New Hampshire, whose son Kevin passed and he went by Kev, and she trains animals, dogs. And she has a new puppy in the house, and that's what she is. She's an animal trainer.
So what's her
she's not
first
on
name?
the meeting either. Her name is Susan.
Susan. And so if I just want a quick glance out there to make sure that there isn't anybody else out there that knows Kevin or Keith, because I got a KE beginning. I know I've got a KE. This isn't, I can't go away from any other name. I got it. And I know it's a boy, and I got a male here. And
she would say Kev when she talks about it. She says Kev.
So gosh, look at this. I'm going to be, we're going to make sure she gets my information, or you're going to share her information with me too. And yeah, I'm going to leave it at that because you guys, I got to tell you, this is kind of crazy. It's like, so I want you all to kind of visualize in your mind what I get to see right now. Oh, it's almost going to make me tear up. But do you ever see have you ever seen like when a teacher is taking all of her kids out for recess, or maybe a field trip, and they all have to be holding hands, and they're on this long, and like some of the boys are dragging the other boys, and some of the girls they don't want to be touched by the boys. So I'm seeing this long line of kids. Now I'm visualizing them being younger, but please know that's how they're just showing up to me. That does not mean that these aren't older kids. So as we kind of just shift here a little bit, and I do believe I just saw Dolores come in, but I'm going to wait for just a second here so that she can kind of settle in, take a deep breath, and realize that we're going to talk in just a second here. But, I'm hearing Kevin again, Kev. It's like he's going to go sit on a bench for me. Gotta love him. He loves to follow orders and directions. I'll tell you that about Kevin. So, yes, it's funny because I've got Sydney back with me, and she's now helping. She's like, I can help you organize these people. So I know Michelle, birthday Michelle, that your daughter is more than happy to make sure everybody starts to come forward. Gotta love her. I appreciate her too. I've got somebody in the spirit world, and this is a girl, and you guys, this is cool because she's not telling me name. She's playing a game with me. And so her name is either like Daisy. It's a flower name. It's like Daisy or Rose or Ruby. She's jumping all over with me, but I got to tell you, I want to stick with Daisy here. But this is a child. This is a girl. And I also, oh my gosh, she's effervescent with me. So I can tell you about her is that there's also a shyness with her. So as soon as I can connect her with her mom or her dad, we're going to figure out the Kevin piece also. So Daisy, she's using the word like dainty Daisy. It's like there's a song that was sung about her. Dainty Daisy, dainty Debbie. Maybe it's Debbie. dainty, dainty. Also, in her bedroom, I know that she would have been overboard with the color pink. And this is like a phase that she went through with pink. Now, I know you guys, if anybody's been on social media or watched any news, it's all about Barbie right now, right? And so she just flashed like Barbie in front of me, like Barbie in the pink outfit, Barbie in the car. So I know that this little girl, and I'm going to call her Daisy until I get her name correct here, which I can be wrong on the names, people. Is that I know that she would have had the Barbie dolls. I know that there was a collection that she would have had. Oh, she's even showing me she had paper dolls. So is there anybody out there, Elizabeth or Irene, that can take anything about Dainty Daisy, Dainty Debbie?
So it looks like Nicole is saying she has a doll. Her daughter had a doll named Daisy. Her name's not Daisy, but she loved Kevin from Home Alone, and Pink was.
And yeah, Susan Lynch is going to be joining us also. I sent her the
Oh,
link.
good, okay. And then let's see, a friend, Becky, was like that. Okay, so Amy's kind of chiming in, but it's not really about Daisy.
So we're in the Daisy word is important. And you guys, I got to tell you that I think she's singing some sort of laundry commercial, like jingle for me. And so I'm kind of in a place here that I think that she may have been musically talented. And did she sing jingles, or did she have a jingle, or was she known for that? But the dainty and the Daisy and the, because it's melodic right now. She's singing to me. Now, if y'all are going, I don't have a Daisy. No one knows a Daisy. And so I'm going to check just to make sure. Have we found a mom for the Daisy?
Yeah, it looks to me like maybe it's Nicole Gillespie. She says she loved folding laundry. She loved music. And she also, as I said, she had her daughter had a doll named Daisy, and she loved Kevin from Home Alone, the character.
Oh,
Yes, and pink was the color of her room. And so I'm not sure. Did you say
can I just talk with her for a second? As soon as I hear her, I'll be able to kind of feel if I've got the right person.
So let's see. Irene, are you looking for?
I'm sorry, I was just sending for
Oh,
Nicole.
yeah, for Nicole Gillespie.
Sure.
Nicole, come on down.
Gillespie, sorry.
Okay, I've asked her to unmute. Hi, Nicole.
Hi.
Hello,
Oh,
Nicole.
Oh, let's see if I can find you so that I can highlight you. Nicole, could you say one more thing, Nicole, so that I can try? Oh, there you are. I see
Hi.
you. Okay, got you.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Nicole. So even though you have a daughter in the spirit world, correct?
That's right.
And her and the Daisy is the doll that she had. She had a pink bedroom. Did she have the Barbies or the
You had
Barbie
the Barbies,
dolls?
the pet shops, all of it.
And did she also have, and I can't remember if I said this or she and I are talking here, did she also have the oh my gosh, you guys, I just went blank on the words. I'm going to show my age here, but we used to like cut out the clothes and put them on the like paper dolls,
Yeah, she had a magnet book where you could change their outfits.
Oh, okay. Oh, I love magnets. See, I had to cut them out and like take those tabs and put them around. So I also can tell you with your daughter now, I'm not getting her name. If it's not Daisy, the dainty, the jingle part of it. So did she have this way that when she talks, she would rhyme things all the time?
She loved music. If we were driving in a car, like the music had to be on, but she loved music. She did have a bit of a speech impediment, but she did speak well, but she had a bit of a speech impediment.
So I just get this sense with her is that she's singing, and there is, and I'm going to go back to the jingles, because it's like she gets something in her head, like they call them word worms or whatever they're called. I know it's not word worms,
She
but
rhymes a lot.
yeah, there's something there with her, but she's also like, there is this song that would go like, I'll use your name, like, oh gosh, sorry, she's saying this is not gonna, she's telling me don't do it. I'm like, okay, I won't do it. It's funny because I want to do it, because now I'm like, okay, hold on here, I want to do this, like banana bana bobana fee
Yes,
fi fo
we used to
fana.
do that. We'd sing those songs all the time with different names.
Okay. Also with her is that I feel like her passing was it's like she doesn't want to go into the detail with that. I know a lot of the kids they don't want to focus on that piece of it, because they know that it makes their mom and daddy, it brings them to be sad. And she says the same thing with you. But she also was saying, Mom, do you still have a question about what happened? And that's just a yes or a no question to you, Nicole.
No.
Okay. Because she says, as soon as you can come to a place that you understand that there wasn't any other options, that this is going to give you peace.
Mm-hmm.
She's also very intelligent, how she comes forward to me, like matter of fact on things. And I get that as having a very strong opinion, Mom. And she says, oh, I'm a lot like Dad. Now that I understand Dad, I'm more like my dad than I am like you.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, and I know we're talking about celebrations and we're talking about birthdays, but I also feel with you that there has been something that either, because she's showing me a cake, and did you just purchase a cake? I don't think you made it, but I feel like there's like a sheet cake.
Well, my husband's and my birthday are coming up, and her birthday's also coming up
Okay.
within the
So
next month.
she's showing me a sheet cake, and I'm just going to let you know how she's now letting me look at the top down at the sheet cake. And I kind of feel like she wouldn't have wanted this now, but there's something about the Barbie theme with her. I gotta just tell you that if you decide on any level with the birthday cake that you can add any sort of Barbie incentive on it, I think that she would be absolutely thrilled.
Yeah, we get her a cake for her birthday every year still, so I'll keep that in mind.
Can I also ask you, do you have a tattoo in her honor on your ankle, or on your either the inside or the outside? Because she's bringing me to your legs, and I'm trying to look down to see where it's at.
It's not on my legs, but I do have a tattoo of her drawing on my arm.
Okay. So does Dad have does somebody have a tattoo in her memorial on their ankle or on their leg?
No, not that I know of.
Okay. She's bringing me down, and I got to tell you, I feel like I'm on the left leg and I'm on the out of the ankle bone, right in that area. And that's got to hurt. I know. So I just want to leave that with you. You may go, well, I've been considering doing something or something additional. I just want you to know that she's showing me like a heart, and it kind of unravels. And as it unravels, it kind of is like those, those dandelions that you blow, and how the seeds float, that's what she's showing me. It's like floating up. So I just want to leave that with you. And if somebody else has an ankle tattoo of the dandelion seeds floating in the air, please jump onto the chat room. But I do feel, Nicole, this is your daughter.
I think so, very much so.
Would you have memories of her blowing the dandelions to make a wish?
Yep, we always used to do those.
Oh, she also just grabbed the yellow dandelions and put it underneath her chin.
Yes, we used to do that, and I used to ask her, do you like butter? And if it glowed, then she liked butter.
Yes, just know that she's doing this right now. I love how she's doing all these like great memories for me too. I would assume that your daughter's come through numerous times, maybe not on a Zoom, but I can tell you that this is not her very first time working with a medium. I can feel her ease with this, but but I want you to know that she's also, as she talked about Kevin or Keith, is that
Kevin.
she's literally got her arm in his arm going, he needs to come forward. He needs to talk. So thank you, Nicole, so much for allowing me to give a voice to your beautiful daughter. I need to know her name though, because she's jumping back and forth on me and I don't think she's going to, what is her name?
name's Amelia.
Amelia. Oh, what a beautiful name. Oh, I love that. What's her
Thank
middle
you so
name?
much. Josephine.
Josephine. Okay.
Yeah.
Was there, just on the sake of the middle name, because she's talking about the connection with the middle name. And so would you understand that Josephine is a family name and that family member's on the other side?
It's her grandmother.
Okay. Just know that she's, oh, she just hugged me, Mama. She's hugging you, sweetie. She's hugging you.
Perfect.
Wow, she is a lover, meaning she likes to snuggle and hug.
She does.
So, wow. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank
Nicole.
you so much.
Nicole.
Absolutely. Happy birthday. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
Bye, Nicole.
this is wonderful. All the people that you've brought through. We now have Dolores who's on as well, and it's her husband's birthday today. So I think it would be great if we could move to her. And then also we have Susan, whose son is Kevin. So
Yes. Hi, Dolores. I've asked Dolores to unmute.
Dolores. Okay, great. Let me go ahead and remove that. So
Hey, Dolores.
Hello, Dolores.
Hi.
Welcome.
There she is.
is. Okay, let me just
you all.
gallery view. There she is. Happy birthday to your husband.
Yes, thank you. Actually, it was yesterday, but you know, the celebration goes on. So,
Hello, Dolores.
hi.
So thank you for jumping on and
Sure.
allowing us to take you away from what you've got going on.
No
But as I started out here, I knew that I was getting the name Dolores, just to kind of bring you up to speed of what's happening here. And I'm not, you may have been already been filled in, but I know that I've got 2 children in the spirit world that are, so I just, yes or no from you, have you lost 2 children? Do you have 2 children that are in the spirit world?
If I count a miscarriage, yes.
Okay. So, and is the child that left, is this a boy? Is this a male?
Yes.
So please know that he is here and he wants you to know, Mom, that he has reunited with his brother. And so, wow, he is just, and I know it's Dad's birthday because we all are aware of that, but he is your son. It's like he's blowing one of those, oh geez, they remind me of like New Year's Eve that you blow into that and they make that squeaky noise, but he's also doing the one that rolls out and comes back in. He's just being goofy as heck is what I want to tell you. I also know that he wants to talk about a puzzle. So either a puzzle that he finished or somebody did in his honor, but there's something about a puzzle that he wants to reference. Do you understand that, Dolores?
Not specifically. Let me think on that. I know we've been doing, we just recently finished in our home, the family, a large jigsaw puzzle.
Okay, so this is where occasionally, not occasionally, the medium can be flat wrong, but he wants to keep going on about the puzzle. And he says he's putting a challenge out there to make it harder next time. That you're making it too easy. Does somebody have a measuring tape that they keep near it to make sure that they measure the outside of it before you start filling the inside of it up?
We do the edges. We haven't actually used a measuring tape, but that's a good idea.
He may be giving advice then because he's showing me the measuring tape, and he's trying to get things straight and organized.
Okay.
Also, I know you said you just finished a puzzle. Like I said, he's trying to up the ante with you here for you to do something a little harder. But would you understand? He's showing me horses, and I feel like it is a picture of a horse. I don't know if it is the puzzle itself, but do you understand the horses?
I'm thinking of a picture of horses. It's not the puzzle, but yeah, another one. Yeah.
Okay. And what I have to say about, oh gosh, I wish I could see this picture because he's letting me see the hind quarter of one of the horses. So I know that the horses are not like sideways or front. I feel like I'm looking at them in, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm looking at one from the back side. Does that make sense to you, Dolores?
There are a few of them in different directions. Yes.
Okay. Wow. If you can somehow if I can see that picture, oh, I'm just thrilled because he has some sort of connection with that. And so is he connected with the picture, or is this,
I mean,
can I ask you, is there a grandfather that was connected with the picture or the
yes.
picture? Okay. Thank you. That's me getting it wrong. He is, I
Yep.
have to tell you, very respectful.
Yes.
Very respectful. Do you
that's-
understand the name Phil or Philip?
I can think of one who, yeah, he had a friend. I'm thinking of a friend of my parents in particular, but no, he had a friend that I'm thinking of. Yes.
Your son had a friend named Philip or Phil.
Yeah.
And are you still friends with Phil? Or
I
Philip?
am connected on social media.
Okay.
I'm not
We're
close.
just going to
but-
leave that. He wants to say congratulations to him. So I feel like
Okay.
he's either getting married or there's a job promotion. There's something about, I'm very proud of you and congratulations. And this is what I feel with your son is like, man, he would always want to cheer everybody on. And he would make sure that if there was only a half a piece left of something, he'd make sure, go ahead and take it. But I got to tell you that if somebody wasn't looking, he'd be taking his finger and looking at it, going, I didn't have any. He's got a great sense of humor. I got to tell you that. Also, there's something about him that he wants to kind of let you know, Mom, and this may be for Dad also, but he says, it's me that's been trying to scare you. So I just want to say, this is almost as if you like look to the left or to the right and go, what was that? And then you may even say, did you hear that or see that? And I got to tell you, I feel like it's a physical sound or something physical that you're looking to see where it's coming from. Does this make sense at all?
It does. Yes. There've been a couple of situations. Yeah.
I got to tell you, he's full of shenanigans is what I want to say.
Yes.
And so I also want to talk about the toaster. I don't know if you have a toaster in the house now or it has been put away, but he says, if you bring the toaster out, he says, I'll make it pop up when it's not plugged in.
Oh,
Now, if that happens, please, will you include me in that email? Because he's letting me hear it pop up. And it's almost as if either you or Dad looks and says, what was that? So I just, for the sake, has this already happened?
not the toaster, but there have been a couple of things where there was a loud sound. What was that? Where did it come from? Actually, when I've been in bed trying to fall asleep, I'll hear something, and I know, so it does surprise me. I'm like, okay, it's coming from right there in the room. What is that? So yeah.
Please know that I think he's just trying to get your attention. And you can always tell him, hey, I'm trying to get some sleep right now. It's all right.
Yeah.
And also, if you decide with the toaster, but I know this is electronics and I feel like you put bread in it or like a bagel or so. And yeah, I just have to ask, do you have a toaster?
Yep, I'm looking right at it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna leave this. Do you also, before I let you, he's just just wants to keep going here, but he wants to talk about a red appliance. Do you have an appliance that's red, such as a blender? It could be the cover on your computer, but he's letting me look at red and it's shiny, and he's really taken to this. And I don't feel it was something that was in the house when he was here. I feel it's something new that you guys have purchased.
I am not, nothing's coming to mind.
Okay.
But I'm going to take a look around in case it's something that we put away.
Yeah. And it is, I'm going to say more like that cherry red, not a maroon. Oh, he's showing me my pen. So it's kind of like this red, that's kind of looks pink on Zoom, but that's really red. It's like he wants to play with this. Also, do you have a hummingbird feeder
Oh,
outside your
yes.
window? Because
Yeah.
he's bringing me to the hummingbird feeder, and it's like you're mesmerized as you're looking out there going like, where are they all coming from? What's going on? He
Yeah.
says, my mom has the best food. My mom always makes the best food. So I know you are a fabulous cook. And if
Oh.
you can tell me you're not, he's saying my mom makes the best. And so as it's making me laugh. I've never heard anything like this before. Because I'm letting the hummingbirds know. Now, this is all about energy, but letting them know that my mom will always keep the liquid in the hummingbird feeders.
That's totally true. And I make my own hummingbird.
do.
Nectar. Yeah. So,
And is it clear?
yep.
Oh, wow. Okay. Because they're saying mom doesn't put any red in it. And I'm like, okay. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's
Dolores,
awesome.
thank you so much for coming on
Oh.
board. And please, a happy birthday.
Thank you.
And please enjoy the rest of your evening. And I just
Oh.
thank you. Thank
You
you for
too.
allowing me to to be a voice for him today.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much. Yes,
Oh,
Jennifer.
thank you.
Okay.
So, excuse
So,
me.
Irene, do you have Susan available?
Yes. Yes.
Kevin's mom.
Oh, Kevin.
Yes.
Coming back to Kevin.
Oh, Kevin's mom is here. I'm almost excited. Well, I am excited. Sorry about that. Hello, Susan.
Hi.
Thank you so much for jumping on board here for us this evening.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you, Irene, for giving me a heads up.
Wow, I just have to tell you, and you know what, I'm not 100% sure this is your guy, but he's moving heaven and earth right now to make sure that you know that he's thinking about you. So I want you to know that the person that's coming through, he said, my name's Kevin, but they call me Kev. And then I started to hear the name like Keith, but I think I was mishearing it because he was jumping back and forth with me. So is your son's name Kevin?
Yes.
And you would have called him Kev?
Yes.
But I also have to, he's also now showing me like a license plate, but I feel like it's on a key ring, or you know how you get those in, like those touristy shops. Did he ever have something when he was younger with his name on the back of a bike or on the back of a motorcycle or on the back of, because I'm looking at the back of a seat with his name on it. And it's one of those touristy sort of things.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You can tell me no, it's all right.
Yeah, I don't think so, but I will tell you that I had and I haven't like specifically had a very in-depth conversation with him today, but I did this afternoon. So, and then a friend of mine sent me a photo with a sign that I always get from him when I know he's listening to me. And so now I got this from Irene tonight and said, can you jump on? And so I'm like, and I really needed to talk to him today. So.
Sweetie, he's here.
Yeah. So that's,
I have to tell you, when he came forward, is that he felt shy to me. He felt like, it's kind of like he wanted the other kids or the other the other parents to have a connection. He goes, my mom knows that I'm okay. But he says, today, if I can let my mom know that she needs to be okay. This is about you, sweetie. Susan, this is about you. This is not worrying about Kevin, because he says, Mom, you know that I'm going to do whatever. He just said it again. I will move heaven and earth to make sure you know that I am okay and that everything is okay. And it's beyond anything that I can give to you in simple words. In fact, I'm pale and trying to give you what he's showing me, these beautiful blue colors. And the blue, did he have blue eyes, or what is this blue? It's just,
yeah, it is,
I'm not falling. I'm like seeing his eyes, and I literally am like mesmerized or looking at him, just staring at him eye to eye. He also is talking about a book that you have, Mom, that you're reading, or that you have either been highlighting or underlining or dog-earing some pages. And he says, Mom, keep reading this. He says, because you're going to understand more of what you need to know. So I just want to stop for a second. Do you have a book? And I don't feel like this is something that you have been reading every night. It's something that you may have sitting by your bed, or maybe it's sitting somewhere in your living room. And every once in a while, when you've got some time, you sit down and you open it and you're like, oh, I didn't know I read this chapter yet. You can tell me no.
Well, I wrote a book. So, and that's been
Okay.
pretty, yeah.
So hold on here. This may be, so will you I don't know what book congratulations for writing a book.
Thank you.
Can you tell me, is the cover blue and not,
Yeah.
and I
Yes.
want to tell you, don't let me see it yet, please.
Okay.
And I have to tell you that I feel like it is darker blue. And I feel like I'm going to say this in the words that I'm trying to explain this, because he's so over, here I'm using metaphors again, over the moon to tell you about these colors of blue. But I feel like something is either being pulled or dragged, like almost like lights. So let me see your cover. Wait a minute. Daisies?
Yeah.
Daisies?
Yeah.
Okay, that's about all, folks. I'm done. Wow. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah. Sorry, my camera's so blurry. I jumped
No,
on too fast. I didn't get a chance
you
to.
It looks like
don't.
daisies are being dragged. It
Yeah,
looks
that's what I was
Yes.
thinking.
in a
Yeah.
line.
As soon as you were talking daisies, I knew Susan's book has the daisies on it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Wow.
And here we are looking for Kevin this whole time. That
So-
is
Wow.
fabulous. Well, I hope that Susan and Dolores, as well as Nicole and everyone else who got a reading this evening, will be able to send me a validation story. This is recorded, so you can go back and look at it for the newsletter. It's always so wonderful to be able to share these with other parents and siblings. And as you all know, my email is elizabeth@helpingparentsheal.org, so that's easy. And obviously a picture of Kevin, a picture of Eric, a picture of all of these beautiful Sydney. And so anyway, and I am just so grateful to Jennifer. Jennifer, do you have any closing words for this evening?
My heart is literally full, and it's filled with literally like the chanting of kids singing that are off key, that they're laughing and singing, and it's like they're hanging, you know how like kids when they're little that they'll hang around each other's necks, like, and they're just kind of hanging on each other. And that's what I'm seeing is all these kids, and as they start to go up in ages, as they start to heighten and become full adults, and as they, it's just like, I feel like I'm in an arena, and I'm almost going to get emotional about this, as I'm standing there with all of you parents, and they are now I'm going to say word shining down at us, just laughing to let us, and I mean, singing. And wow, I'm just overjoyed. Thank you all for taking time today and allowing me to have a voice for them. And I don't take any of this light at all. I'm blessed. Thank you. Thank you, Elizabeth, Irene, and for each one of you that I spoke to, and all of you that I didn't get to speak with, you have a piece of my heart. Thank you.
And
Oh,
everyone
thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. And for everyone who she wasn't able to speak with, your kids were here too, and they still are here, and they're friends with all of our kids, and they are all working together to show that this is possible, that we can speak to them, and they're teaching each other how to do it. So thank
Yes.
you. And Oh my goodness gracious, this has been a wonderful evening. We're always so glad to see you. Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
And we always ask everybody to unmute and say thank you and good evening. So if
Oh.
anybody would like to.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you,
Really
Jennifer.
appreciate
Thank you,
it.
Jennifer.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Jennifer.
Thank you. It was
Thank
wonderful.
you. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Good night, everybody.